Fans of the Metal Slug series are somewhat divided on the topic of Metal Slug 7, which first saw release to the Nintendo DS in 2008. For what it's worth, we dig its subtle innovations and great sound, but as a general fan of all things Metal Slug, that's more or less to be expected. As it turns out, Metal Slug 7 also has something in common with Metal Slug 2, in the same kind of way that Metal Slug X is a redux version of the series' second installment. Metal Slug 7 would also get an overhauled, enhanced release 2 years later, this time on the PlayStation Portable as Metal Slug Double X. Double X would see ports to the Xbox 360, PC, and, most recently, PlayStation 4. And not only has Limited Run put together a decent limited edition for those of us that always seem to need just a little more heavy machine gun in their lives, they've also sent one along for us to check out. The Metal Slug Double X Collector's Edition comes packaged in a vibrant box, plastered with excellent art unique to this release. Of note is that there is no PlayStation branding anywhere on the box. The only hints that this could be a PlayStation 4 game is A. Limited Run does not currently produce Xbox titles, and B. There is mention of 4K visuals in addition to the typical 1080p on the back of the box, which couldn't apply to the Switch. The box opens easily with little risk of significant damage to the top flap as it does not employ locking tabs. We have noticed more and more special editions following this trend, and we're happy that Limited Run is following suit. With the box open, a large tab can be found that allows players to pull out its contents, and there's some pretty cool stuff in here. First up is a set of 7 acrylic standees featuring the full cast of Metal Slug Double X. Marco, Tarma, Eri, and Fio are joined by Ralph and Clark from the King of Fighters Ikari team. Leona is also included. She was a downloadable character on the PlayStation Portable, but is included right from the get-go in this edition of the game. These standees feature the same designs as is found on the Collector's Edition's outer box. Next up is a rubber keychain of the special vehicle 001, known as the titular Metal Slug. As you can probably tell, we rather like this design. Further in, we find the game itself. Its front cover falls right in line with the PlayStation Portable version of Metal Slug Double X, while the rear matches that of the Collector's Edition's outer box. Of course, this case also has all of the ESRB, player, controller, and storage information that is typical of a normal PS4 case. On the interior is some wild art, man. The final piece to this collection is, once again, a double-sided poster that features the original Metal Slug Double X art piece on one side and the same art found on both the top panel of the outer box and the rear of the PlayStation 4 case on the other. Once again, this poster looks pretty excellent. We would really have loved a CD collection of the Metal Slug Double X soundtrack, especially for its excellent Stage 2 theme, but unfortunately it wasn't in the cards this time around. Granted, at just $65 or so, this package is still well worth it for Metal Slug fans like us. So what are we waiting for anyways? Pass me that shotgun and let's get into the action. You can see what's on tap at Limited Run today at limitedrungames.com.